Greetings. Happy June 1st. Happy Pride Month to all my LGBTQIA plus friends. My name is Tessa, or Tess, Bess, Shady McKay. Rooney is what my dad calls me. MC Easy Cheese was one of my first screen names because I thought it was hilarious. It is not. Do I still use that email address? Yes, I do. Thank you for asking. Some of my friends call me Testicles, which is a fun one. My stage name, because everyone has one of those, is Tessa McKay. And my creative business name is K Creative. I'm an entrepreneur of sorts, a graphic designer, an artist, a musician, a videographer, and I love trying out new ways to make things. I'm always looking for commissions and projects to make ends meet. I also work for my church here in Salisbury, Maryland, the Restoration Project. We're a progressive Baptist church, and I love these people. And I also work for a podcast that you might have heard of. It's called The Bible for Normal People. And both of these places that I work for are these weird, little, quirky, progressive Christian places, and I love them. They are open and loving and have widened my view of God in so many ways. The past 2.5 years, I think it's fair to say that it has been strange. It's taken a toll on all of us in different ways. I never thought that I would say that I was alive during a global pandemic, but here we are, living it. I think a lot of us feel like we've just gotten away from ourselves in a world that just can seem harsh and unjust and out of our control. For me, this has meant drifting away from something that I love the most, which is songwriting and recording and playing for people live. I used to take my guitar pretty much anywhere, just in case inspiration hit. One of my top songs that I've ever written is called Baby on a Table. And it goes like this.
Baby on the table, yeah.
So now it's your turn to drive. And
Say
you
there's
have...
a baby on the table.
Oh no.
Apparently I thought I was living in some sort of musical. I don't know. I'm not, but I can pretend, and that's enough for me. The past 2.5 years since this global pandemic started, I have written much less and felt further away from this thing that I love. And this summer, I am looking to change that. The past few years I've been diving into solo trips during the summer. The first summer, in 2018, I went to Massachusetts and then up to Maine to Acadia National Park. And I stayed in a yurt, and I had a lobster dinner. I made a pizza on the fire. I drank lots of coffee, and I found $100 on the ground. The year after that, I went to Montreal and did some city exploring and ate poutine and drank more coffee. I skipped 2020 for money reasons, but I did go on a trip with this family that I love to North Carolina and West Virginia, and we went river tubing and whitewater rafting and drank lots of coffee. And then last year, I went to Portland, mastered their public transportation. Oh, I also got a tattoo. You can't see it, but it's there. Then I rode a train up to Burlington, Washington, where some of my family lives, and we got to hike in the mountains and eat by the water and drink coffee. Because if you're not drinking coffee, copious amounts of coffee on your vacation, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's really just the right thing to just do it. If you don't like coffee, it's fine. I get it. It's always such a refreshing time where I get to just reset and reflect. Don't sleep on solo travel. It's great. You should do it at some point. With that said, I have 2 weddings on the West Coast this summer in July. I thought, why not kill 9 birds with 1 stone? That's a lot of birds. Here are the birds. These are the birds. Birds 1 to 2. They're lovebirds. They are the birds of being on the West Coast for both weddings. Bird 3, which is a songbird. Get back in touch with something I love, songwriting and recording. Bird 4, also a songbird. These birds are traveling in pairs. I can't help it. Get some songs out into the world. Bird 5, be inspired by the world around me to create some visual artwork. That bird is a peacock. Bird 6, rediscover and hone who I am as a visual artist. Also a peacock. Bird 7 is a heron. Check off my solo trip for the summer. Bird 8 is a duck. Take my dog, don't ask me why, take my dog Novi with me this time to the West Coast. And then bird 9 is also a duck because I'm gonna have a good time doing it. Here's where you come in. Welcome to the show, everybody. I need money. That's what I want. In exchange for your dollar bills, I will be offering behind the scenes videos, access to all of the songs that I write and record on the road, downloads of visual artwork that you can print out and put up in your home or use as a phone background on your devices of sorts, different devices. I do want to acknowledge that I know that the world is crazy right now and there are really hard things happening. However, I have always felt that music is one of the things that can actually uplift people, connect people. Just the arts in general can help us feel more human, more connected, more alive, and can actually deeply impact things in our world. In all honesty, I do not like asking people for money. In fact, I kind of hate it. I've done some calculations, and the goal number is going to be what I'm going to need to make this happen. The number scares me a bit, but I also know that good things happen from doing scary things. And if it looks like it's not going to happen by the end of the month, which is the time I'm giving it to raise this money, I will come up with an alternate plan and let you know what that will be. I'm looking at this as a way to really dig in creatively this summer, to hold myself accountable by knowing that I have people like you invested, and make work that I believe in, and make a once-in-a-lifetime trip. I really think this could be even planting a seed for something even bigger to happen in the future. It feels a little bold and a little scary, but that's also what makes me want to do it. Now, solo travel is free, like I said, and well worth it, but it can get a little lonely. So I hope that you will consider joining me on the road this July. Or 2 dinguses and a Toyota Highlander. Play my way across the country. Here's the thing. I figure, not to be a comparison Debbie Downer, other people my age are having kids, getting married, have boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever. I've got my dog, and I've got a flexible schedule. So, you tell me what that adds up to. Open road. No phone. Just kidding, bring him back in. And pepper spray. You think I should bring my roller skates with me? If you want me to bring you back some Pacific Ocean water, I'll do it. For a price. Join me on the 9 Birds tour. 9 Birds, 1 Stone tour. 9 Birds, 1 Stone tour. It's a tour of stones. I don't feel like this could really go wrong, you know? Besides maybe like running out of money and my car breaking down and getting stranded in the middle of nowhere.